Welcome back to Wake Up America Weekend. You are taking a live look at the sun rising over our beautiful capital.
Yeah, Meta reinstating former President Trump's Facebook and Instagram accounts, sending the left-wing media into a complete frenzy as usual. But this is the White House continues to shield President Biden from any questions about classified documents whatsoever, as days of inaction just continue to peel off the calendar.
And joining us now for more, the CEO of Right Life Media and Republican strategist Luke Ball. Luke, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
So, Luke, I want to go right into Adam Schiff. You know, he had he had plenty to say about Meta after they restored
on TikTok.
On TikTok, which is ironic. They restored former President Trump's accounts. Let's see what we have. Do we have a piece of that?
I think Facebook's decision to reinstate Donald Trump is inexplicable. It represents, in my view, a total caving in and copping out. The only motive I can see is a profit motive here. If you look at what Donald Trump has been posting on his own social media platform, all of that violates Facebook's policies. He's continuing to give aid and comfort to those who committed acts of insurrection. He's continuing to spread the big lie. And the idea that somehow he would not do that on Facebook when he's doing it on his own platform.
Luke, I mean, we can go in a lot of places here, but look, this is a bit of a reach. What say you?
Exactly. Well, this is the same Adam Schiff that for years lied to the American people, saying that there was actual evidence of Russia collusion with the Trump campaign, and someone who made up a fake transcript during a committee and said that he had no communication or his office with the supposed whistleblower, and that turned out to be a lie too. And also don't forget that he was also the one, he and his office, who was reaching out to Twitter, asking them to take conservatives off of their platform. So it doesn't surprise me that they're trying to do that. And when you look at what Facebook has actually implemented or is constructing right now, they're having to construct custom guardrails for President Trump. Custom guardrails for free speech, that's like eating Cheetos for the protein. It's totally pointless and it doesn't make any sense. And when you have this sort of censorship with the former president, they've essentially laid out how they plan to deplatform him in the future when he inevitably says something that they do not like. And the head of global affairs for Meta has said that he has unilateral authority to decide whether or not the president bumps up against these guidelines or not. And I think that's just ludicrous. An unelected person saying that an elected person is unable to determine what they can or cannot say on that platform. And I think probably the most egregious thing is that he said that they can restrict President Trump 1 month or up to 2 years. So they can restrict him for the next foreseeable future, or they can just wait up until the last moments when they're having absentee ballots return or early voting, restrict his ability to not only just post, but also run ads. So I think that they've laid out the game plan for how they plan to restrict him in the future, and it's deeply troubling.
Yeah, but look, you know, the irony, too, about that clip we just saw, Luke, that you alluded to is Adam Schiff, the guy who basically lied his way through the last term, is on with Eric Swalwell, who was sleeping with a Chinese spy, who was on the show of Joy Reid, who lied about, like, didn't she say that someone hacked her thing to the FBI because there was some, unbecoming comments in her past? Like, this is that.
You can't make it up.
It's all a clown show. It really is. But let's look into the business aspect. Okay, so Truth Social comes out. Trump's like, hey, look, these platforms all deplatform. I'm going to make my own. A lot of people rushed over there. Now Twitter's owned by Elon Musk. He's put him back on. Instagram, Facebook followed suit reluctantly, of course. Let's say Trump does start posting on Facebook and Twitter and things like that. Remember, Twitter, his distribution was like 100 million people or something, 88 million people. Yeah, it's huge. Nothing like, I mean, Truth Social, he's got a couple million followers. What does that do for the business model of Truth?
Well, I think that's yet to be seen, but I really just want President Trump on all platforms heading into the 2024 election. And I think that Truth is going to be able to survive because there's going to be instances where President Trump is deplatformed again. I believe that that's going to happen either with Facebook or Instagram and Meta, some of these other platforms. And those alternative platforms need to exist for him to jump to. But to your larger point of the Democrats' double standard when it comes to this stuff, like you were just talking about, Eric Swalwell and Adam Schiff, I mean, it was the right decision to remove these people from their committees for this double standard, where you saw Eric Swalwell sleeping with a Chinese spy. You saw Adam Schiff lying to the American people, Ilhan Omar being yanked off of her committees. The double standard with the Democrats is just, astronomical. If they didn't have double standards, they'd have no standards at all. So when I see them trying to put these guardrails on President Trump's free speech, when they're just out there continually lying and in bed with the federal government and big tech and colluding with them, the hypocrisy is just outstanding.
You know, Luke, I think you hit the nail on the head in so many ways, but good morning again. Thank you for being with us.